Hi there, welcome to this devotion. I was watching a series the other day on the House of David, and I highly recommend it. I got to the scene where the Spirit of God abandons Saul, the current king. And Saul, he's having these nightmares, and I must say the movie got pretty graphic about how profound his nightmares was, all because the Spirit of God had left him. When my 4-year-old sitting next to me pops up, gee, that is scary, and I look at him and he's got eyes like saucers. I didn't know that he was there, so I panic. I pause the movie and I explain to him that this man is having a dream and he's a bad man, he's having bad dreams. And I can see my little ones intently sitting, listening to me. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting pretty deep with this little 4-year-old. So I ask him, what do you dream about? What do you dream when you sleep? And he looks me square in the eyes and he says, Paw Patrol. And sometimes I dream about Buzz Lightyear. And he gets up and he runs off to go play. And I'm sitting there gobsmacked, thinking to myself, I just try to get deep with a 4-year-old. And it's amazing. It's amazing because we see everything through our current context, you know. This little one sees dreams through what he has. He can't understand a bad dream. There's this song in the Bible in Deuteronomy 32. We refer to it as Moses' song. Moses is very old and his remaining days are few. Israel's about to go into the promised land. And Moses is given this vision by God of Israel prospering in the promised land. And because they are prospering, they abandon God. And Moses is told by God to teach Israel a song. This song about how God helps them prosper and how they abandon God and how God will take their land away from them, and in the end God will be merciful to them. And he goes ahead and he writes this profound song, as I say, Deuteronomy 32. But Moses does something very different, something that hadn't been done before. And it's been used again and again since then. The song refers to God as a rock, and it's never been done before. As I said, he says it's this rock whose ways are perfect and just and upright. The song goes on to say that Israel grew fat in prosperity and rejected the rock of their salvation. They rejected their saving rock. And then the song goes on and says that God, the rock, gave birth to Israel, which is quite interesting because now it starts picking up imagery of God being a female. Anyway, it says that they forgot the very rock that birthed them. The song goes on and says that Israel's defeat comes only when God, their rock, allows their defeat to come. And when the song refers to them as worshipping another rock, a lowercase rock, it is not like their uppercase rock. It contrasts the false gods of the other nations, of the other rocks, with the true God, their rock, their uppercase rock. And it's truly astounding. The song goes with this imagery of God and rock in time. It is, as I said, it is used again and again in both the Old and the New Testament. And when I read that song and think, I wonder what made Moses come up with this imagery of rock, and I can imagine him sitting on a mountaintop, God showing him the promised land, and around him are all these rocks. And as the Spirit of God inspires him to write this song that he must teach the nation, he uses the imagery around him that he sees, and that is rocks. And we are like that too. We when the weather gets all over the show like it's been the last little while, we believe strongly that global warming is taking place. When we surround people with the same political conviction as us, we believe we are the majority. When we are in the constant company of elderly people, we see every injustice and every struggle that the elderly people have. And the most amazing thing is that when we are in the constant company of God, we start noticing things we've never seen before. We notice the beggar. We notice the poor. We see the person walking in the rain. We hear the cry of the oppressed. we feel the pain of the sick, all because we choose to spend time with God. I hope that you get to spend time with God, our rock, our sustainer, our salvation. And as you spend time with God, with our rock, may your eyes be open, may your ears hear, may your heart experience what God experiences as God sees all the loved ones around us. And may that experience that God experiences become a reality in each of our lives, all because we spend time with God. Until we meet again, God bless.